Consider the circuit shown below. For this, the race around condition. The options given are does not exist, occurs when clock equal to 0, occurs when clock equal to 1 and A equal to B equal to 1, occurs when clock equal to 1 and A equal to B equal to 0. Okay. For this one, first of all, let us check option B, C, D. If they are wrong, then A is the correct option, right? So what is first of all race around condition? Race around condition is when clock is constant. Okay, when clock is constant like this, but still the output, let us say output as Q. The output varies, keep on varying. Means when the clock is constant, still the output is varying. So this is called, there is a race between 0 and 1. So this is called race around condition. Okay, this generally occurs in a JK flip-flop which is level triggered. So in order to remove the race around condition, we used edge triggered flip-flops. Okay, this is an important bit for gate. That is, for which flip-flop we have race around condition. We have race around condition for JK flip-flop, and that too for level triggered flip-flop only, not for edge triggered. Edge triggered we use in order to remove the race around condition. Okay, now let us see here. In the B option, the clock is 0. When the clock is 0, that is this is 0, then whatever be A and B, 0 into A is 0, so here we get 1. Okay, here 0 into B is 0, so we get 1. So what is the output here? When let us say Q this is and P this is. Okay, so Q into 1 is how much? Q. So Q bar is the output. So P equal to how much? Q bar. So this is P equal to Q bar. Okay, now when this Q bar is going inside, so Q bar into 1 is how much? Q bar. So output is Q. Therefore Q and Q bar are constant here. When clock is 0 constant, output is always Q. Okay, always Q means constant, clock is constant here. The output is how much? The output is Q. If Q is 1, it is 1. Q is 0, it is 0. So option B is not correct. Okay, now let us say this. When the clock is 1, he is saying when the clock is 1, then the clock is 1 and input and output are 1 1. Okay, 1 into 1 is how much? 1. So this is 1, output is 0. Okay, so here also 1 1, output is 0. Now in this case what happens here? 0, whatever be P, output is 0 into P is 0 and whole bar is 1. So this is 1, Q is 1, and whatever be here also Q, output is 0 into this one is 0, so output is 1. So whatever be the input, when the clock is 1, the output is always 1. So this is also not a race around condition. So this is also wrong. When clock equal to 1, A equal to B equal to 0. Let us take this case. 1 into 0 is how much? 0. So 0 whole bar is, this is 1. 1 into 0 is 0. So 0 whole bar is 1. Here also 1 into 0 is 0, whole bar is 1. When P enters, P into 1 is how much? P. So Q is P bar. Okay, you can start from here also. Q enters, Q into 1 is Q. So P equal to Q bar. Like that also you can start. So if 1 is P, other is P bar. So when clock is 1 and these are 0 0, then output is always some constant. Q equal to P bar, constant. It is not varying. Okay, so let us say if Q is 1. Clock is 1 means Q equal to 1. That's it. It is not varying. When clock is 1, Q varies like this means then it is called race around condition. Therefore, it does not have race around condition.